What's up, Aries? So you have the Fool, Five of Cups, Two of Wands, the Moon, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, the World, Two of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Aries, is the Fool, the Five of Cups, and the Two of Wands is about how a lot of you are in a situation where if you a lot of you Aries are still single as of right now, and basically staying clear of people who just come on a little bit too strong, staying clear of the exes. So any kind of scenario that would even look like it would be something difficult to interact with, a lot of you Aries are staying away from it. Like, nah, you can't deal with that because they wildin'. The Five of Cups is that you got a lot of people caught up though, Aries. You got a lot of people who are heartbroken that you're not hanging around them. You don't want to be with them, okay? But the Two of Wands is about how it is what it is. Because you Aries had to move forward with your lives. You had to, right? Five of Cups, people from the past who still feel something for you, but they should have treated you right when they actually had you in the relationship. You know what I mean? Instead of just giving you such a difficult time. And the Moon and the King of Cups now represents this being a situation for a lot of you where, so you Aries are just kind of laying low as of right now, okay? You're laying low, and you're laying low, and the King of Cups, you're just, yes, healing from past relationships, the nonsense that these people have caused, even though they're the ones that's sad about not being in a relationship with you. But the Moon and the King of Cups represents how, since this is the case, a lot of you need to, I should say a lot of you are doing the things that you want to do right now, being single, and, also being your own best friend. And you don't have to always be at the beck and call of other people who call themselves your friends. And a lot of you Aries forget about that phone. A lot of you Aries are starting to realize that you don't have to be at the beck and call of every single person that calls themselves your friend, that calls themselves, trying to get to know you romantically. Hold on. Always something going on, yo. Had to make sure that there was no funniness going on, but in the apartment. But no one at the door. But the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords represents how. So since this is the case, since you're so single and you have much more time on your hands to heal and do everything that you want, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the Three of Swords are about how and this is just kind of reinforcing your own mentality on the situation that, you would rather be by yourself than with dysfunctional people who are going to try to do this to you. Always do their best to betray you, even if you Aries are treating them well, they're going to always try to betray you. A lot of you Aries are, a lot of you understand that you don't have to be with somebody who's going to try to do that to you. You really could go off and be by yourselves, compared to dealing with a person that will treat you like trash. And then the thing about it is that the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords now represents this being a situation is you also have to understand that since this is the case, right? The Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords is about, so people have to come to you with decency. Like I said before, they got to come to you like, they have common sense. The cognitive dissonance, the delusion is not going to work anymore. You know what I mean? Like someone can't tell you certain things. People can't tell you, they cause their exes a lot of grief and you actually stick around. You Aries are going to be like, nah, I got to bounce from this situation because these people are doing too much. So the World and the Two of Swords now is about how, since this is the case, since that is the case, what's next for you to do is for you, Aries, to continue to explore your options. So as of right now, yes, you are single, but you are still looking, currently, even though technically you are single. But even though you're single, a lot of you Aries are still very much so enjoying the singlehood, but at the same time still dating, right? So it's not just about you just planning on remaining single forever. This is about how you're enjoying your singlehood as Aries. You do what you do, but then at the same time you're still continuing to date. And if someone likes you, great. If they don't, it is what it is. But you're still trying to date. You're still trying to get to know what's going on with others. And the Two of Swords is, however, like I said before, a few minutes ago, you Aries are going to be very much so on point with, what happens, the kind of occurrences, the things that happen as you're getting to know them. If they're a little bit too much trouble to deal with or to interact with as you're getting to know them, then obviously that's a situation that you need to really address within the potential relationship that the two of you should have or could have. If they're causing you problems, like, you always need to go out, spend with them, to be around them. If they're causing you issues, talking about how it is that they want to be, I don't know, like, off the top of my head, something like if they're telling you things like, then they know that they're trouble, stuff like that. If they're telling you things like they cause their exes, grief, that's a dub. If they're saying things about you like that, that's how it is that that you should be bouncing, because those are scenarios in which they're letting you know that you can end up like that. Anyway, let's clarify the world. Let's clarify the world. Like, if anyone tells you, like, for instance, one thing that I used to do is I've asked people that I was trying to get to know if they're trouble. And if they tell you, yeah, I got right out of there. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a person should not be if a person tells you that they're trouble, what they're really saying is, see, that's not cute. If a person tells you that they are trouble, what they're really telling you is just that they're trouble, that you can find yourself in a position where you may be really down in life, and these people had a hand in doing that. So so a lot of times, don't listen to those rappers, don't listen to those entertainers talk to you about how fine or how handsome a person is, and the person is handsome or whatever the case may be, and they ask them if they're trouble, or they say that they're trouble. If a person tells you that they're trouble, you should probably run in the other direction. You should probably run away big time, because they are telling you, they are almost blatantly telling you that they're going to be causing you some serious problems if they get to a position where the two of you are in a good space. They're going to create something. So that's a dub. So to clarify the world, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a situation where the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles isn't, well, yes, same, a lot of the stuff is the same element of earth, but this is about how a lot of you Taurus just need to just become more focused on what it is that you're doing, you know? And for people who are trying to cause you trouble, right? Like I was just talking about, you don't have to pay attention to them. The Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles represents. So now the best thing for you to do is to leave them alone. Leave anyone alone who's trying to cause you trouble. The Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and continue on to meet other people, you know? Understand, this thing fell. Understand when a relationship has ran its course, you know? But that's pretty much it. For now anyway. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I gotta go fix these curtains.